Your skin is your largest organ. Keeping it healthy means keeping it hydrated. Changes in seasons, diet, and even exercise habits are all potential skin stressors and can cause big swings in hydration levels. Here to help us better understand skin health, Blitzer. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me today.
It's our pleasure. What is the difference between dry skin and dehydrated skin? And that's assuming there is a difference. Are they the same thing?
They actually are different, and you know, over the 15 years that I've been a beauty editor at top magazines, one of the most frequently asked questions is, how can I tell what I really need? Which products do I need? Is my skin dry, dehydrated? And so I'm here to take the guesswork out of it. Dry skin means that your skin lacks oil or sebum, which is the thing that people associate with greasy skin. But that's completely different from dehydrated skin, which means that you need moisture or water. And that is something that you can't necessarily see like oil on the surface of your skin. It goes down to the dermis, and that's why you need to have the proper products and drink lots of water. So we can get into the details.
What do you recommend in terms of water consumption, and then we'll get to the products?
For water consumption, it varies from person to person. My biggest tip and trick that I've heard from numerous experts that I always love to try to implement myself is to always have a bottle with you or a glass with you and make triggers for yourself. So every time you open an email, every time you go on Twitter or Facebook, every time you're at a stoplight, whatever naturally occurs, in increments throughout your day, use that as a trigger to take a big sip or several sips, because otherwise you're going to have a bottle sitting in your bag or on your desk and you're not going to touch it. You should be drinking when you're not thirsty, more than just at meals. And then for your skin, it's very hard to make sense of sort of like the state of your skin. So something that I love from one of my favorite brands is Kiehl's since 1851. They have stores or counters in almost every city. So I'm sure you guys have a Kiehl's store there. And they have these amazing, they're very into education. They have this incredible customer representative, fleet of people in white lab coats that are so well trained on the physiology of the skin and skin health and the products. And what I love is that when you walk into a Kiehl's store or up to a counter, they're not just trying to sell you things, they teach you about your skin, which comes into play now because they just started using this really cool device that's called a dehydration analyzer tool, and they put it right up to the surface of your skin, and then it instantly can tell you based on radio frequencies how dehydrated your skin is, and from there, you can figure out a goof-proof way to get a perfect regimen.
So what do the products there? I guess they're maybe targeted for different skin types, but give us a few examples that you would recommend working into skincare regimens.
Well, yes, these products can work for any skin type, and maybe you want to switch one or two depending on what your specific concerns are, if you have dark spots or if you have fine lines under your eyes. But these work for everyone, and my husband and I both use this line, which says a lot because he's super picky. The first is you always have to remember a cleanser. I love the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. It's very gentle. It takes you a couple seconds, and then a toner is not an astringent. Facial toner should have no alcohol, not be drying, and deposit moisture. Press the cotton ball or cotton pad into the skin instead of just swiping to really get the ingredients to go deep. And then use a serum. Kiehl's has an ultra plumping serum, and that means that the formula can really deposit rich, hydrating ingredients in a different way than a cream can. So after the serum, and these are all essential if you want to have moisturized skin, and you will know the difference instantly if you wake up and you finally feel the effects of a great regimen, because you will feel like that song, I woke up like this. And don't forget an eye cream, don't forget your moisturizer, and then during the daytime you need to have that SPF. And for night, if you want to really supplement it, add on a treatment. So you can substitute out the super fluid SPF 50, which is broad spectrum. My husband loves it because it doesn't make his face look dewy. Men don't want to look that way. And for me, my makeup sits beautifully on top of it. And then use the midnight concentrate at night. And this may sound like more than what you thought you would need, but trust me, the amount that you would spend on the time and the money on this entire regimen is way, way less than what you'd spend going to dermatologists, going to facialists, the time waiting in someone's treatment room, tipping people. You get to give yourself a beautiful pampering experience in just a couple of very speedy steps, and look and feel great and get compliments. And they're going to say, who's your facialist? And you'll say, me.
Well, Polly, we're out of time, so I've got to let you go. But thank you for joining us and sharing these great products for us this spring.
Oh my goodness, thanks for having me. I love when I can get the word out and share secrets. I mean, who wants a complicated regimen that doesn't work?
Yeah,
this does.
Simple's good. Thank you. Mike, over to you.
All right, yesterday we learned about a local